Good morning, my dear students. This is your Shanghita ma'am, and today we will be reading Billy Rabbit to Mary. It is a short poem written by Eliza Lee Follen. So, from the artichoke woods means artichoke is an European plant. So, from the artichoke woods, Billy the rabbit is writing a letter to Mary. Mary is the name of the little girl who kept Billy as a pet. She used to love Billy very affectionately. Still, Billy escaped from the bondage as freedom was more appealing to him than any worldly comfort. But Mary was a sweet little girl who cared for Billy. So he was writing a letter to Mary to say sorry to her, as he could not stay any longer with her. So let's read the poem. Artichoke woods, you thought, my dear Mary, you had Billy fast, but I tried very hard and escaped you at last. The chance was so tempting, I thought I would nab it. It was not very naughty, I am sure, in a rabbit. Oh, let not your kind heart be angry with me, but think what a joy it is to be free, to see the green woods, to feel the fresh air, to skip and to play and to run everywhere. The food that you gave me was pleasant and sweet, but I'd rather be free, though with nothing to eat. Oh, how glad they all were to see me come back, and everyone wanted to give me a smack. Dick knocked over Brownie and jumped over Bun, and the neighbors came in to witness the fun. My father said something, but could not be heard. My mother looked at me, but spoke not a word. And while she was looking, her eyes became pink, and she shed a few tears, I verily think. To him who a hole or a palace inhabits, to all sorts of beings, to men and to rabbits. Ah, dear, to us all is sweet liberty, specially Mary, to you and to me. So I hope you will forgive me for sending this letter, to tell you I am safe and feel so much better. Cut all sorts of capers and act very silly, and I am your devoted, affectionate Billy. So students, let's read the first 4 lines of the poem. Artichoke woods, you thought, my dear Mary, you had Billy fast, and I tried very hard and escaped you at last. The chance was so tempting, I thought I would nab it. So here means Mary. She thought she would be able to keep Billy the rabbit with her forever. But Billy tried very hard, and one day he escaped from Mary. When Billy got the chance to escape, he could not resist. It was very appealing to him. So here tempting means appealing. So it was very appealing to him. So he grabbed it. So he grabbed the chance. And nab means grab. So he grabbed the chance and he escaped. Now let's read the next 3 lines from here. It was not very naughty, I'm sure, in a rabbit. Oh, let not your kind heart be angry with me, but think what a joy it is to be free. So, here in these lines, Billy was not naughty as a rabbit. So he is requesting Mary, as she is a very kind-hearted lady, to not to be angry with him. Billy is extremely happy as he is free now. So he hopes that Mary would understand the importance of freedom in his life. Now let's read the next 3 lines from here. So, to see the green woods, to feel the fresh air, to skip and to play and to run everywhere. The food that you gave me was pleasant and sweet. Now that Billy is free, he can enjoy the things that he could not do earlier. He can now enjoy the green forest. He can feel the freshness of air. He can jump, he can play and run anywhere he likes. So it was such a wonderful moment for Billy. Now let's read from here. The food that you gave me was pleasant and sweet, but I'd rather be free, though with nothing to eat. Oh, how glad they all were to see me come back, and everyone wanted to give me a smack. So here smack means a loud kiss. The meaning is written at the end of your book. Okay, at the end of this chapter the meaning is written. So here Billy is saying that the food that Mary used to give Billy was very good and very sweet. Pleasant here means very good. Okay, and it was very sweet. But Billy doesn't want food and a comfortable life. All he wants is freedom. If he was unable to find food, then also he would rather be free. The importance of freedom in the animal's life is here emphasized. Billy is given importance to the freedom. Billy's friends and family members all are extremely happy to see him come back. Everyone wanted to give him a loud kiss. Here it means smack. Okay? They wanted to give him a loud kiss or a smack to show their love and of affection towards Billy as he came back after a long time. Now change the page, students. Come to the next page, that is page number 38. Now let's read from here. Dick knocked over Brownie and jumped over Bun, and the neighbors came in to witness the fun. My father said something but couldn't be heard. My mother looked at me but spoke not a word. And while she was looking, her eyes became pink, and she shed a few tears, I verily think. So here, Dick, Brownie, Bun, these are the friends and family members of Billy the rabbit. They were all jumping and they are all overwhelmed with joy as Billy came back after a long time. All the other rabbits in the neighbor came to see their enjoyment. His father said something, but that couldn't be heard, as everybody was merrymaking, everybody was enjoying as Billy returned home. His mother, Billy's mother, could not able to utter a word as her eyes became pink with tears. Her voice choked as her son came back home after a very long time. So the mother could not utter a word after seeing her son come back to home after a very long period of time. So here personification is used. I have also discussed personification with you. I hope you remember that in Camel's Complaint also I have discussed with you personification. When you personify an inanimate object, when you give human attribution to an inanimate object, that is called personification. Here, all the family members and the friends of Billy the Rabbit are acting just like human beings. So, we can say that the personification is used here. The animals are just acting like the human beings. Their emotions are very real. We can easily relate to them. Just like the human beings, we can easily relate to them. We can almost see the image that a mother is crying because her son came back home after a long period of time. A father, he is very happy and overjoyed as his son came back home. So these are some of the images that we can relate to very easily as a human being. Okay, so here the poet has used personification. Now students, let's read the last stanza of the poem. To him who a hole or a palace inhabits, to all sorts of beings, to men and to rabbits, oh dear, to us all is sweet liberty, specially Mary to you and to me. So I hope you will forgive me for sending this letter, so to tell you I am safe and feel so much better. Cut all sorts of capers and act very silly, and I am your devoted, affectionate Billy. So here in this last stanza, here Billy very beautifully mentions that whether it is a human being or an animal, whether someone inhabits here means lives, whether someone lives in a palace or a hole, liberty or freedom is dear to us all. It is very dear, it is very near, and it is very important for us all. That is why liberty, see students, liberty, L is been written here over here as the capital letter is used here, liberty. So to give the emphasis on the freedom. Okay. Here Billy highlights the right to freedom for every living being. Sometimes we limit freedom of some creatures. We keep birds in cages. We chain dogs for many hours. We treat animals very mercilessly. We forget that they too have the right to enjoy their freedom just like us, just like the human beings. So here Billy is asking for forgiveness from Mary as he escaped. So Billy is writing this letter to tell Mary that he is safe and sound. And he feels better as he is free now. He can now enjoy playful jumping and act in a very silly, foolish way, and he will always remain her affectionate, devoted Billy. So the love that both of them shared with each other, that will remain forever. Though they are not together, it will stay forever because it is eternal. So it is very clear through the poem that the poet is giving emphasis on liberty. She is against any kind of slavery. Another important theme of the poem is that making a decision and grabbing an opportunity at the right time. Billy was in a difficult situation where he needed to make a decision very promptly, very swiftly. So he decided to escape and he is free now. So it is important to analyze the situation and take the decision which will form our better future. Okay, so students, I hope that you have understood Billy Rabbit to Mary. Okay, thank you.